Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Tonight we return to Factorio Mosaic, where after last time's completion of Yellow Science, and we've actually already gotten a train of Yellow Science into the labs, so we can start some research now. We started setting up, I believe, this steel outpost here, and then, which is still not serving all the trains fully, but that could just be because of backups. I also, after the last stream, started setting up a oil outpost. I was going to save it for doing on stream, but I figured that you guys would rather me just spend the time squiggling all the pipes and whatnot without you watching. So I went ahead and did that. I also looked around the base to see what else we might need. One of the things that I noticed that was somewhat lacking is that we had no way to deal with wood. So now, if the power requires it, and there's wood in these boxes, they will get prioritized into the steam arrays here and get burned off, which is good. And the other thing that I noticed is, other than severely lacking crude oil right now, which means we need to hook up some more trains, we may even need a little bit more oil processing. We'll have to see after we hook this crude oil up how it kind of flows, unintended. But we'll see, and then we'll make changes from there. Plastic is, of course, sorely lacking because we can't get enough petroleum because we're not processing enough crude oil. So there's that. Hey, Fazium, welcome to the stream. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and build a couple trains here. That's the only thing I didn't do at this outpost was build a couple trains. Doot. And, oops, nope, these ones. I'll let them get filled up here. And they're going to come from this station, which is Crude 3, to full to the oil refining, I think is what I called it. Crude in, empty. And before I tell you to go, copy paste that one there. Let's make sure they get enough fuel here. Yeah, they got enough. Go and go. These stations I copied from the Crude 2, so they have the measurement here of making sure there's at least 50k oil in the specific lane before they pull in. The other thing I did do, I think actually before the last stream, was I did the same kind of thing down here at Copper 2. So now all these boxes are linked together via red wire, and that controls the signal here on these four, as well as Iron 2. Just Iron 2? Yes. Iron 2, I did the same thing here. So now when the train comes in to get iron and copper, it will only pull into the station when it actually has enough to serve it, so that it doesn't pull into a nearly empty station and cause problems. Okay, so I have 2 trains for each of these lines. Actually, I have 3 trains for these 2 lines and 2 trains for this line. The concept or thought being that we need 2 lanes of iron and 3 lanes of copper, even though this is divided into 4, in order to make 2 lanes of green circuits. So I did that, I think, at the very beginning a couple of streams ago. What else do I need to show? I think that might actually be it. I did tell the base to start growing out here. So actually we could place out some more blueprints real quick. Reports, large block. There. And we can let the base start growing some more. It's not going to be quite perfect, but it'll get the job done a little bit more at least. And then we can come out here and do it again. I did not build that one yet, so I only built these 3. And we will use, I guess we're not going to use this one. Oh, that's a bummer. One of the oil wells is there, so we will not use it. But these 2 we can probably still use. Yep, we can still use those, just not that one. I'm not going to bother with one oil well with 111% yield. I'm just going to leave it. So we'll want to build the rocket at the rocket and the rocket components someplace nearby here. Maybe if we're going to skip this one for another oil patch, maybe it'll be this one, this one. What else do we need for the rocket here? We have rocket fuel already. I don't have space science yet, so we'll have to look at that once we get it. I guess we could start some research. Let's start some research. We could use that one. We could use that one first. We'll get those, but they don't have to be first. Lab research speed can go next. Ooh. Bots 4. Bots 5. That'll be good. Bot 6 we need space science for. We want this one then. And then the rocket. And then the space science maybe? No. We want this one. Is the end of the line for that. And then we can do... Actually, then we should do this one. And maybe this one. Okay, we'll get those started. So now we're cranking out a bunch of crude oil. Looks like we've already come back and drained these things pretty dry. We're not moving that much product here. There's just not that much here, so we may end up having to set up this oil field out here with a couple more stations. And if I need to do that, I'll do that off stream again. Because there's no reason to waste the feature time here dealing with that. So we delivered a bunch of oil to crude, but now I can kind of see, or to oil refining, and so now it's kind of backed up and it's got to process it. But like I was saying, I'm not sure if we're actually producing as enough. We'll have to see once this kind of stabilizes, because we just shot 4 entire train loads full in basically no time, because we had that much in the tanks already. I don't know what the actual real throughput is going to be, but either way we need a lot of petroleum gas, so I might end up adding another line, maybe 2 lines if I can fit them in here. I don't think they fit though. I guess we could experiment with it a little bit here and see how they fit. Well, if I took out... No, they don't fit. They just plain don't fit. So we could do 1 more line up here, or we could put 2 more lines down here. Let me pull up the cheat sheet here and look at the oil refining ratio again. So the simple, or the accurate cracking ratio is 20 of these. So that's 2 rows of these. To 5, which is half of this row of these. To 17, which is half of these 2 rows of these. So if we went, so that makes I doubled both of those, all of those numbers. So that makes 40, 10, and 34. Right, 34? Yeah. So if we added more of these, we would need to add more of these as well. 5 more here is no big deal. Adding 17 more here would mean we need a 3rd line, which is not a problem. The biggest part of the problem is these pipes and the space here being... So that may not be a good idea. Maybe we could just do 1 more row out here of refineries, add 3 more of these, add 9 more of these either here. Let's see if we can fit them all in here. Let's see. That's 10. So this would be 8. So we couldn't actually fit all 9 there. So we'd have to add a 3rd row here anyway. So that's about all we can cram into this block, though, reasonably, with the positioning of the pipe, or the liquid bus. I would say that when we redesign, when we build another one of these actually, let me think. No, actually, that doesn't make sense. Okay, when we build another base in the next base, I was going to say we could redesign this, but in the next base, it's actually going to be fully beaconed and fully moduled, eventually. So that's not going to actually make any sense. So this is kind of the way that it is going to be, unless I were to tear up a bunch of this, tear up, say, 2 or 3 of these to move the liquid bus over, shift these all back this way a little bit, the same way, and reconfigure everything here, and that just doesn't seem like it's worth it. We could add just enough to make enough of an impact if we needed to. But it looks like these are actually filling fairly quickly now because we have that steady supply of crude. So this might end up being enough. Let's look how plastic is going. I was thinking maybe we need to add a little bit more to why are you not running? Why are you red? I don't know why it was red. It could have yellow is fine, but I don't know why it was red. I was thinking we could add a few more machines here. 28 is how many we need just for science. This is only 32. So I think we could add maybe another, let's see. Can add another bank of 4 of each. That would mean reconfiguring a little bit the balancers and also reconfiguring, or also increasing them to red belts. I don't think that's a bad idea. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. Before I do, let's, you know what, let's just go over there. That'd be the easier method. Yeah, see, these are already backed up, not producing enough. So that's kind of where we're going to be stuck at if the 3 crude oil fields we have aren't enough to provide the crude oil we need. And since we're only at 2,900 there, 1,000 there, and 2,500 here, that's 4, 5, 6, 6,500-ish. That's really not a lot of oil. I don't know well enough the numbers, how to convert that into a quantity, unless, Phasian, if you want to chime in here and help me out with that, if you happen to know it. Change these here. And here. I think what I'm going to do is just put in, well, first of all, we're going to upgrade these 2 red belts. Like that. Fire that up. Why did you not upgrade? That doesn't actually need to be upgraded there. Why are the nanos not doing it? I don't know. I mean, I get that the base spots are probably going to do it, but kind of weird. Okay, well, it doesn't matter a whole lot because I'm just going to put these balancers in here. And then, well, actually, I'll use the red belts. Force everything to the outer edge output. And that would be this edge here. Put one of these there. Oops, copy, paste that. And put one of these here. Copy, paste that. And then this. And eventually the base, oh, here they come now already. The base spots do. They're pretty fast, so. I mean, they're not super fast, but they're getting faster. And then I can copy, let's see, this whole piece like this. And paste it down like, almost like that. Take these last 2 belts out. Paste it down like this. I copied a little bit extra there just so that I made sure I had a good overlap. The nanos are doing it now. I don't know what the problem was. Okay. And that'll kick up the production a little bit. Well, a lot of it, I guess, technically. And that's all I have, so the base spots will have to fill that in, which is fine. I could upgrade that to red belts as well, the coal, but it's not really necessary. Even 48 of these only use... what's the recipe for plastic here? 48 of these only use 48 coal per second. Actually, that might actually need to be red belts. Hold on. Yeah, it does, at least up to here, need to be red belts. Which is easy enough to change as well. From this point forward, it doesn't need to be, because it's only going to be 12 per second per belt, but these belts do. And why are the nanos not doing anything? That is super bizarre. Don't need to upgrade the inserters. Did that setting get changed? Let's go into mod settings. No, because it was doing some of them. Nanobots. Yeah, it's unchecked. I don't know why they're not doing the job. pulley at least. But that's fine, because it's not critical at this point. We just need to make sure we get enough stuff in here to take care of it. I should probably do the same type of controls here on these as I put on the as I put out here. Let's do a shift, take out the inserters, so we just have the wire and the boxes. Don't really need the lights either, and that way the switches won't enable until there's at least a wagon full of plastic in these, which is 8K, I think. Yeah, not sure why that's loading unbalanced, but okay, so that's good. Copy, paste, nope, paste, excellent. That way this one doesn't keep pulling into this one that's nearly empty or completely empty. It'll go into this one when there's stuff here. And there is 11K here, so that'll balance that out a little bit. And we're still not getting enough petroleum gas in here. Are we just not processing it? Yeah, we're just not processing it fast enough now. So I guess it's going to be worth it to add in that 5th line and whatnot. I think I'll just drive over there instead of trying to do this from God mode. It might be a little easier just to manage locally. And we'll add in a few more chemical plants too for cracking. I think it was 9 more, so maybe I'll add 10 to make it even. See what it looks like. Yeah, we're not making enough, fast enough. Okay, so I need to do this a little bit differently. The pipes a little bit, because we're only adding 1 on this angle. But it needs to be way up here. Excuse me, there we go. And we'll go up here. Yeah, right there. I think that's lined up. And then I just need to reconfigure. Oh, I didn't copy it at all. Okay, well, that's easy enough to fix. There. There. Delete trees. Well, I didn't want them myself, technically, but that's fine. I can make the Logibots come and get them. Instead, the base bots will come and deliver these, and then we just need to connect up the pipes. We'll need to move this somewhere slightly different. I think I'm just going to put it right there in the corner. Where'd you go? I always have a hard time finding these things. There it is right there. That'll fill that one. Nope, let's not do it there. Alright, there we go. Then you can go there. This will be the end of the line for all of these fluids because we can't possibly go any further. Well, that's good positioning for the heavy oil, I guess. It's right there. I don't know why I did the blueprint or the copy paste when I definitely wanted them shaped like that. Alright, that should take care of you. Not enough, not any crude. Why you not get? Oh, that's why you not get. There you go. Because it looks like this one, so it's got to have both of them. Okay, that one's going. So that should take care of that. Now we're going to be overproducing a little bit of heavy and a little bit of light. Let's come down here. We need to add 3 to this. It's 5, so 2.5. So, yeah, we can just add 3 because it's a, no, you know what? I'm going to add 4. I'm going to be balanced or something. What I didn't check here was what the total amount of fluid required in this line is. We can check that here. We need 30 light oil every 2 seconds. That would handle 80 machines, so there's plenty there. This one is also... and then the heavy oil here is 40, so that's 60 machines. That's fine as well. And these are also 30s and 40s and 20s. So we're fine here with as many as we want. We need to have 1734 plus 9 is 42, 43. That's 34, so we're going to have to definitely add a third line of these, which is fine. I'm going to copy it like this. We'll get 10. Maybe we'll get 12. Hold on. 17, 34, and 9 is 43. Divided by 3 is going to be like a 2 14s and a 12? No, 2 14s and a 16. Yeah, so we can chop some of these off. That's what I'm thinking anyway. It's just to chop some of them off. Balance the whole thing out. Right? 2 14s and a 16, 28 or 44. Yeah. Nope, let's just do it like this. And these can be closer. It could be right there. But I'll need to refinagle these pipes a bit. It's fine because none of these actually need to be here. We're not going to go any further than that. Oh, we need the water actually. I'll figure it out. One away just for posterity. Like that. And then that's a 14. This is a 16. So I'm just going to take the last 4 buildings off at this one. Actually, I'll take the last 4 pipes off of this one. Take that off. That off. That off. Those are done now. Take this, not that. Hold on. This here. And then I'll push these out this way, so that way it drains the surplus out. And I will delete the end cap here because we don't need to have an underground at the end anymore. I'm kind of half thorough on this one. It's not a necessary thing, but sometimes you just got to do it. This can go here, there. And I technically could remove this one and that one, but I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so those are all running now. How much surplus did we pick up along the way? These are a little bit over, which is good because of the surplus we picked up. Yeah, we already have 10k surplus there. And not really any there because I built those really fast. So, yeah, that's about all we can do with the oil in this block. They're not quite... You see, here comes somebody who's coming in. Yeah, so it wants petroleum, and there's not quite enough petroleum here. So we're not producing, but it's almost enough. About half, all about half. So we're not quite producing enough in the time that it took that train to come in, but this one's also destined for there. So hopefully it just gets caught up. We're just in a backlog, and things get kind of balanced out. Because there's not really a whole lot more I can do. See, we are cranking out the plastic here now. This isn't supposed to be... Why did that not get upgraded? This isn't supposed to be... Not that it needs to be there, but might as well. But, this should be a belt, or a 3/4 of a belt each line. 3/4 of red belt. So we're getting about 3 full red belts. If it actually keeps going constantly, which it's not. We're still providing more crude than we're able to make petroleum gas. So we may have to have a second refinery for this base. We'll see. I'm not sure yet if it's just a issue with how it's backing up. So we have a good block there. We have almost a good block here. Let's put down this blueprint one more time. And we have almost a good block here. So we have this already. We have this already. So the third thing we need to make is rocket control units, which are not researched yet. Let's throw them on now. I think I procrastinated long enough. Rocket control units, and then the rocket, and then the space science, which actually require quite a bit of science each. Hopefully we have enough. 300 for this, which isn't too bad, but 1,000, and then 2,000 for this. So that's quite a bit. So let's look at some recipes here, and we can kind of cheat a little while I'm just standing here, not in the middle of anything important, and look at Hellmod to look at these recipes before they're actually researched. Oh, am I gonna... Is this one broken? Let's delete this one. Add a new one. Okay, good. I was gonna desync there for a minute. So the rocket is that's just the silo. Sorry. Is it the hidden ones too? Yeah. Yeah. So the rocket parts is an interesting thing to select here. This is kind of an invisible item. That's why it's under hidden, because you can't actually make this directly. It's only just made effectively by putting these items in the rocket silo. It's not like a recipe you pick or anything. You just put those items in the rocket silo and it makes one rocket part. And when it makes 100 rocket parts, you have a rocket. So we need 1,000 each of those 3 items. We're making plenty of rocket fuel, plenty of low density structures. We just need to make the rocket control units. And those just require processing units and speed modules. This is one of the things that I think we can... Let me think about it here, but I think we can just make all of this in one block. The reason being, speed modules are 2 ingredients, and blue circuits can come in from the blue circuit array that we already have set up. So it's only 3 ingredients in, so I don't see why we can't... that meets the rules, I should say, for making these in one block. So that's one block, and then we need a block where the rocket's made. On top of that, we're going to have to make the satellite, which needs low-density structures, which will be coming in here anyway. Processing units, which we'll need to bring in. Rocket fuel, which is already coming in. And then solar panels and accumulators, which we already have on trains from many, many episodes ago. And then radars. This is going to be a special station, or a special block, kind of like the mall is a special block, where we have more than one station there. Because we're bringing in 3 items here, and outputting 1, which is the space science, why does that not show up here? That's weird. But we're, maybe because it's not craftable? No. I don't know. I don't know why that doesn't show up here. But the space science comes when you make, you get 1,000 space science when you make 100 rocket parts and 1 satellite and launch them into space. So anyway, so the space science, is going to be an output, so that's basically one of the 2 stations, is these 3 ingredients coming in, and that space science going out. The other station's going to be processing units coming in, solar panels coming in, accumulators coming in, and how to make the radars. This is the big question. We could bring in the iron electronic circuits. That's 2 more trains into this block. It violates the rules for me to fly them over from the mall, because I'm not using any sort of crafting logistics. So I think, let's see, let's look at that again. So the other station here, which is bringing in 1, 2, 3 items, possibly plus fuel, but 3 items coming in, could bring in 2 more that would be 5 items coming in, because it doesn't need to be an output station. If you add the fuel, that's 6, which is what our blueprint is anyway, is 6 stations. So I think we can do that. So I think what we'll have to do is set up one of these two. Let's see. So our labs are here. We have these 2 available. Is that going to build? Nope. I need to put down the blueprint back down. Hold on a second here. So it builds this RoboPort here. So I think the best thing to do would be to have the rocket and the satellite being made in this block, with a station on this side for one and a station on this side for the other, just like we have at the mall. And then make the rocket control units in this block so that we can use this crude oil here, another station here for crude oil, because we're going to need it anyway, as it appears. And like I said, we may even need another refinery block, so that will be unfortunate if we do. But if we do, we have a couple more. We have this one here we could use. We have this one here we could use. So we have blocks available. Who's backed up? Who's waiting? Okay, petroleum. Yeah, we have almost half a train full here. Well, yeah, almost half. About a third, maybe. So I think that's the plan, is this will be the rocket silo. Oh, there's a space science icon. The rocket silo's here. And the satellite is here. And then this will be RCU. Or, yeah, RCU. Now, does it matter which one I do where? The answer to that question is probably not. I mean, it shouldn't matter. But I think making the rocket above and the satellite below looks better to me. And I just thought of one other thing we need to do before we do that. And since those are kind of still building, let's let them do their thing. We need to come out here and make nuclear fuel for the train stuff. Good, we have centrifuges left. That's good to see. I completely forgot I was going to do that after we set up the crude, and I completely forgot. Let's try that. Ooh, look at the disco. That is beautiful. Actually, it looks better not in map mode, and that's why I didn't put any lights in there, because it looks awesome. So this will be a quick setup. Let's see. These take 90 seconds to make. I'm not going to speed or productivity them for now, but we'll want to eventually. But given that they take 90 seconds, we want to make a lot of this. Let's do like, I don't know, 10 of these to start with and see how that goes. We have 14. Maybe we could just do all 14. We'll see. Let's just look at a layout here. This stuff. So all it needs is the light green uranium here and the rocket fuel that's here. Actually, that's not going to be a good spot for this. Nope, it's not. It needs to be down here further. Maybe we'll... Maybe that will be okay. I don't like that pipe going through the middle here, though. Maybe we can move that pipe around a little bit. I want it kind of like that. That's 12. Maybe that's enough. That's probably enough. We'll call it enough. This will be our output belt. It'll go here. And then the input belt will be, or be 2 belts actually. One of them can go like this, and one of them can go like this. And then it'll just come out like this, and do one of these numbers like we've done many times before. And I built it too close. Dang it. Okay, take that out. One tile off. And I just broke this pipe. Excuse me. Sorry. There you go. It goes there. And then this is off too. Wow. My brain was broken. Okay. Unbroken. Let's see. This does not need to be very fast. Though we won't make it very fast. Given that they need 2 items every 90 seconds, I think that this can handle it. Guess I could have done both sides while I was doing it. A speedrunner I am not. Do I care how much of this is here? Probably not. So let's do 2 splitters. 1 to split and 1 to filter. Output priority left. 235. Clean those up. Okay. And then this can come in. I don't want this to come in. Maybe just put it in right here. That'll work. We'll just do like this. And then these can come in like this. And like this. And then this one like that. And like this. And I don't know how long that's going to take. Well, I do know how long it's going to take. It's going to take 90 seconds. Crafting speed of 1. So we'll get 12 every minute and a half. Not very much. I guess we could add more. I only have 2 more. Not that I couldn't just place them and let the bots do it. We could move this pipe. Could be just like that instead. And then build however many more we want to build. I could copy this. I'll have to underground that, but I'll just place it right now. And then that's 16, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 20. We'll call that a good start. And go from there. Let's place a train down. This will be a... No, because these stack to 10, I think, as well as these do. Yeah, so I think this will be a full train. One of the things I need to do here, though, is actually put a splitter first here. Take that out. Hold on. And output priority to the right here to make sure that these trains get the fuel first. Because the nuclear trains that... the nuclear fuel train that comes in here right now doesn't have any fuel. So let's do... Oh, this will be nice. Let's do that. Then we'll go under like that. And this one can pick up like this, like this, this, oopsie, this, and that. Put this one down, and I can copy that thing. This guy is full of something. Coal. Ugh. But that's fine. That one, that one, that one. And then I'm going to do this one differently. Just so that I make sure that it doesn't place like I'm afraid it's going to. I'm going to summon this train back here. Hopefully it has enough fuel to make it. I can't see that. But I'm going to summon it back here. And actually this one is already set to come. Yeah, so it isn't full yet. I don't know what kind of fuel it has either. But that way this one comes back and gets the nuclear fuel that it needs, hopefully. I'm going to run in front of it. Pick it up off of here. Then I can fill it when it comes in. Here it is. Disable you for a moment. Oh, there's all my wood. And you only get 3, so that's fine. Okay, so you can be re-enabled now. Let's get rid of the wood. Come, bots, come. I will run in front again. And did you pick up your 3? You did. Here's the other thing. I mean, these things have way more... Oh, look, it didn't prioritize it properly. Okay. There we go. How many do you have now? 10. Yay, 10. So these things only hold 3 fuel, but if you compare 1.21 gigajoules to 4 megajoules for coal, coal was only storing 200 megajoules in one block, one square. This is storing 1.21 gigajoules, so that's 6 times as much fuel. So even though it looks like not a lot, it's a lot. I think it's okay to split these half and half. We're still going to produce a lot, so it'll be fine. And once we get better modules going, we'll actually even have better luck here. And actually, this doesn't need to be prioritized anymore, because these guys should be producing enough of everything now. Actually, I could put filter stack inserters here and only pick up the 238. No, because that might break. That might not work out right. It's fine. I'll leave it alone. Okay, so that's nuclear fuel. No, let's do this differently. These definitely do not need to have a full belt, both sides of a belt here. So let's not have it that way. Run across the middle of the trains here. And I will pick it all up again. And my inventory's full. Dang it. Guess I won't pick it up all again. Because it doesn't stack very high. Oh, shoot. Okay. And where's the last of it? On the wrong side. That might be all of it on the wrong side. Nope, there's one more. First there was one more. I think that's going to be it now. Alright. So I guess I could have probably just... But I mean, this is not going to hold a lot. So we're going to have this train, or these trains, however many trains we have coming in and out of here, circling very frequently. But for now, we're going to leave this alone. We'll let it get backed up. We'll let it fill up the boxes. We'll let it shut itself off. And then we'll come back and bother it. I think I may do that off stream, though. Setting up, replacing all the coal trains that are going to all of those fuel stations, renaming them all to Fuel In, which I should have done from the beginning, and then replacing them all with nuclear fuel. Stations like smelting, and I can't do that. Oh, that's gross. I was going to say stations like smelting or plate stations, I can just not connect the train to the fuel, to the coal, and let them get rocket fuel. But sometimes they go. Some of them go to the mall, which doesn't have fueling, and some of them, another iron one's coming up. Well, this one does have fueling now. So I can't just do that, and I can't just add another station now because I've either crowded myself in or something. So the only solution there would be to change it to be filter inserters on 11 of the 12 boxes, or on all 12 boxes, and convert the last box over to be nuclear fuel and disconnect it from that and let the nuclear train come in here. But the problem with that is this coal train is going to block it. for what could be a long time. So that's not going to work either. So the plate trains for now will have to still run on coal. But everything else I can convert over eventually to nuclear fuel. Okay, all that research is done already. I'm surprised we got that much research out of it. What's left here? I wish I had a meter on these, but I guess there's not much left. 95 there, 95 there, plus what's on the belt all the way around. So I don't even want to do that math. Let's see what else we want to do here, research-wise. This would be fun, because then I can get rid of the nanobots. Probably these two. Definitely this one to get rid of the nanobots. I am going to use buffer chests. I'm going to allow the Logibots to perform some logistic maneuvers inside the mall block, not counting what they bring to me. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in the queue here. We'll also do what we did, 300 or 200 plus 250 plus 500. That's probably more than what we already have, but eventually maybe we'll get another yellow science train in here. And then I'll do these two as well. And then put these two in the queue after those, and these two in the queue after those. We can't do them all. Okay. Delicious. Let's go out. We did do the science, or the rocket control units, so that we can go out and build those. Yeah, we have time. We have time to build those. So let's go out here and build a station. Maybe I'll park the train like there-ish. And I'm going to race it out there and try and get the station going before I get there. Station. We're going to trim it off, of course. There. This is 1, 2, 3 items in, 1 item out, plus fuel. 1, 2, 3. So take off 1 station. And one of those sciences is done already. And then I'll do the rest of the trimming locally here. Then we need to do, this one. And this one. Manual train. Drive forward. Turn into the station. Burn through the materials that we have on us here. At least to get this far. And that way it's automatic already and parked. And do some trimming here. Too much trimming, of course. And from here, I will disable my nanobots and let the base bots handle it. Eventually, this is just going to like bottom out, and there won't be any more that will be able to be researched until more yellow science comes in, which is actually 3/4 of the way ready to do so. What is this train? Oh, did I do... color is that even? I did something stupid with this. I don't remember what it was now, but I did something stupid, and I parked that train there so that I wouldn't forget it. You see how well that worked. Okay, so here we have... yeah, gray science is... we're not going to use that much of it anymore. I should put that counter on those. Let's come down here. Where is one of those? Here's one of those. Let's do this like this. I'm not going to copy the signal. I just want the boxes and the power poles. No, or wait, I can't remember if I have those boxes limited or not. I better not do this. Okay, well, these guys are doing their thing. We can look at what we need for rocket control units. Let's see. Rocket control units, we need 60 machines making them. They have 2 items coming into the rocket control units. So we could do, let's see, how much do we need of each item coming in? Let's see. We need 1.5. Because we need, yeah. Oh, I didn't get rid of this. Doggone it. Okay. We need 1.5 items per second. So I'm just going to do, let's see, a 1, 2, 3, 4 gap system here, where the one item comes in, the other item goes out. Because this is going to be slow enough that it's not going to matter. Now let's see, power poles. We just need in the middle, like that. And then inserters. This one is output. Input. And then output, input. Like that. So we need, this is 4, we need 60 of these. Can I do that many in a row? Probably. Oh, hey, look, here's trees. Come, bots. Let me get the trees. Tasty, tasty trees. Look how fast they're moving now. Wow. Those researchers really helped. Okay. Let's copy, or let's cut first this. Okay, you guys can take it. Sure, why not? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 16. That's 20. We need 3 sets of 20. Can we get all 3 sets of 20 in a row here? Maybe. I would like to. That is 48. Can I get 12 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Up here. Yeah, I can fit those in. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. It's going to be a little tight, but we'll make it work. Let me grab some stations here. Loading and 3 unloading. We'll just take this whole thing like this. Just take out the track. Really don't need stack inserters for this, I don't think. No, we do not need stack inserters for this. I'm going to downgrade those. I'll just take them out. We'll go with that for now. Let's take them out and put them back in. The old-fashioned way. Ish. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. Take out the power pole and the light. Flippity-dippity. Go, go, go. Don't need 2 full red belts of any of this stuff. And I'm all out of stuff. Okay. So if this is the what's it's coming out of here, they can go in there like that. The RCUs. Yeah, that's what they are. Thank you, bots. And then this will have to be... Ooh, that's pretty. I did that perfectly without trying, guys. Check this out. This one will come in like this. And then this one will come across... Wait, did I do it pretty? Yeah, I did it pretty. Watch this. Like that. That'll put the blue circuits coming in from here on the top side of this belt. And this will side load them onto the bottom side of that belt. Excellent. Okay, so now we need 13 machines making speed module 1s to feed into these. They can actually literally be the same layout exactly. I'm going to put them even here and exactly lined up with that. The problem is I don't have any machines, and I'm not requesting any. That's why I don't have any. Well, half the reason why I don't have any. Because I want to set the recipe. Although I could do it like this. Cut those 4 out. Walk up there, take them with me, and then put them back down as ghosts. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay. These are speed modules 1. Here. And that's it. They take in red and green circuits. We need a half of a yellow belt of each, which is obviously way less than half of a red belt. So, actually half of a red belt. So we're perfectly fine here making what we need to make. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and 2 more here. Oh, and power pole out there somewhere. Maybe there. We'll do that. That should be 30. It is 30. Look at that. I love when a plan comes together. Okay, so this one I'm going to bring way down here. Somehow, somewhere. Maybe I'll do this like this. We'll side load right here. And then bring that out. Is it going to go all the way out? It'll go all the way out too. I love it. Did I just pick up some bots? No. Okay, good. And that's that array. Now we just need to bring in all the products. And some fuel. Definitely need some fuel. Let's see. Power poles. There. Let's grab a fuel station. All right. But I might as well make this the first destination for the new train. This will be 10 to 20, 40 at each station. That's way more than enough. Way more than enough. And actually, I think I'll do that just so that it's only on one side of the belt. So we don't have so much of this fuel, just kind of like I did over on the other side. So we don't have so much of this fuel chilling out on the belts here. Oh, well, I guess I'll copy the belt here. The belt, yeah. The rail here, too. Okay. So we also need to change the color of this. Did I set a color for this? Where's that at? Where is it? There it is. Yes, I did. Okay. Copy. Still chugging away. Excellent. Let's see. Let's paste that here. And this is going to be RCU fuel in. And then I can grab that train here and start it out at whatever the station's called, uranium processing, nuclear fuel. Nuclear fuel. Full. It's already full. Or is it full? I don't know. It's going to... Yeah, it's full. Excellent. RCU, because I definitely don't want to type out rocket control units. Fuel in, and empty, or 2 seconds of inactivity. This needs to be, or time passed. Will we do 10 seconds here? No, this is probably not going to be totally necessary, but... Yeah, that's going to be more than enough fuel for this place. How much? Did it really unload the whole train? Oh yeah, because there's only 80 in the train, isn't there? Short by 1. Okay, there it comes now. Yeah, there's only 80 in the whole train. Okay, so let's do a green circuit train. We have a green circuit station here. Copy the train, paste here. Copy, paste. I'll do those 2. And then we'll go back to the green circuit station. There it goes. Copy, paste, paste. Perfect. And now we need a red circuit. There's probably one at the mall. Here's the mall. Green circuits is on one side, so red circuits is on the other. Copy and paste. And copy, paste. Oh, I guess I should name these two. RCU. Green circuits in. I don't know my alphabet. There it goes. Red circuits in. Mall station. Copy. Paste, paste. Is that a different color? 3417. Yeah, okay. Just looks very, very similar. Copy the blue circuit train, paste, copy, paste. And then copy the blue circuit train again. Cars this time. For the filters. Oh, I didn't copy the filters yet for the red circuit train, apparently. Thought I did. Maybe I didn't paste them. That's probably what I didn't do. Copy, paste, paste. There we go. Or the one at the mall doesn't have filters. One or the other. Okay, so you are set. This needs to be blue circuits in. RCU. Blue circuits in. Alrighty, and then does RCU have a color on the cheat sheet? Perhaps? Perhaps not. Okay. That's what I like to see. They are basically white, light gray, something. Maybe we can go up there somewhere. Could add a little bit more green, maybe, to make it a slight greenish tinge since there's those green lights on it. That looks like a sickly color. I think we'll go with that one. Maybe we'll make blue and red the same number, just for no reason. That's a sickly color. That's awesome. Okay. Copy, paste. How about if it's less sickly? Can I make it less sickly? Eh. We'll go with it. And this is RCU. You are here. These only stack to 10, just like the low-density structures. So a full train seems to make sense here. So I think I can send these off. You can go to green circuits 2. Green circuit starts with a G. Full to RCU. Green circuits in, empty, engage. Next train. You can go to red circuits. We only have one of those. Full to RCU. Grid circuits in, empty, engage. And blue circuits likewise. Full to RCU. Blue circuits in and engage. The race to see who comes back first. I don't know what we have for supplies here. Looks like blue circuits is going to be a minute. Yeah, that's going to be a minute. Red circuits is going to be many minutes because we still aren't getting enough plastic in regularly. Let's look at the plastic again. That's painful. All right, yeah, we're going to have another refining area, I think. Yeah, because we have just over a train load. Or just under a train load, I should say. And that came in. And... Yep, I may have to watch that a little bit longer. But that should take care of it. Green circuits made it back first. Shocking. 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 I have no idea when we'll see red circuits without sufficient plastic. That could be painful. And blue circuits as well. But that's that station. And that's also... It's a little bit early, but I think that's an okay time to wrap up. I think trying to start anything else at this point would just be kind of futile. But next time, we should have... Because... Especially if I set up another oil refinery out here someplace or down here someplace... I'll be spending enough time that this stuff should start getting made, and we should be able to actually get this all made and hopefully launch our first rocket in the next stream, which will be Saturday afternoon. Phasing, did you have any plans to stream today? Yeah, our next stream will be Saturday afternoon. Where are you? Oh, jeez, you need a lot. Like 16K. That could be part of the problem. I'm shipping so many green circuits at a time. Or red circuits at a time, I should say. But it's really just the plastic. I can't keep a steady amount of plastic in here. Okay. So, yeah, this is depleting. We can't actually... That actually may still be the problem is crude oil. So maybe off stream, I'll set up that crude oil there to start collecting, and I'll just go ahead and start the trains up and let them go. If we can get this to be more consistent, maybe we can stabilize the petroleum gas. And yeah, I know we have a bunch of light oil here and a bunch of heavy oil here. But once they get backed up, it doesn't matter. It's the same. Then whatever. I mean, there's a bit here. Yes, we could crack this down. We have 70K light oil here, which equates out to be like 50K petroleum gas. That's one train load. That's not anything to think that hard about. And yeah, we have 100K heavy oil here, but that ends up being 2.5. That ends up being 75K light oil, which is another 50K. So we have 100K worth of petroleum gas here, and then it's gone. Like it's not anything like that. This is really a problem. That this stuff is sitting in these tanks. That's 2 train loads and it's gone. It's not a lot of plastic. That's not a lot of sulfuric acid. It's just it's not that much. So we definitely need to get more crude coming in because we're obviously not keeping these tanks stabilized. And then from there, I think it's building another refinery of some size, at least two rows here, and the equivalent amount of cracking, and just crack it all down to petroleum and have it be a single petroleum-only station that just outputs the petroleum to plastic, basically. So maybe putting it, down here in one of these blocks is the best thing. And then gathering up this oil, this crude here, and maybe even coming back this way to get some of these. There's 3 here, 1 up here, which is kind of small, I think, yeah. I mean, these aren't very big either. 3,000, 4,000. That one's kind of big. A little over 6,000. Out here we have 5,000 and 7,000 to come. I'm going to be a little bit careful because this is where the base is going to expand, but not too careful. So I think that's where we're going to end. Let's see if anyone is live. We can raid. No one that I know is live. Let's see who else might be playing Factorio. Quite a few people playing Factorio. Let's see if we can pick somebody out. Here's a guy doing the Lazy Bastard achievement run. That looks like it could be interesting to watch. So let's raid him. And so we'll be back on Saturday afternoon. Not sure what time exactly yet, but afternoon U.S. time, maybe around 2 o'clock Eastern. So plan on stopping by if you're available then. And then on Sunday will be more co-op shenanigans. So thank you all for coming, and I will see you on Saturday. Bye for now.